Um, we just come on so peaceful here.
We do.
It just fade to black
It really do.
and it pops up. Hey, I like this beat though. This beat kind of hard. Hold on. I don't know if the people can hear it, but let me go turn me up real quick, DJ.
Oh yeah. Turn them up. Turn them up.
Yeah. Okay. Check it. Check it. Every time I'm in the studio, you know I gotta spit. My shirt say I'm so over it.
Oh.
At the club, I get lit.
Yeah.
Then your girl, she looking thick.
Oh.
Ooh, I get sick and my stomach start to turn up. I throw up. I throw my hood up. Hey, that's that spring Texas where we riding in them Lexus. Man, hold it down, man. Man, I'm going hard. Right. Man, I'm playing at the table, playing on some cards.
Yeah.
Hey, got the bowl.
Yeah.
And I'm slamming on the table dominoes.
Oh my.
Oh, hold on. Beat didn't change on me, man. Beat didn't change on me. Welcome to episode 62 of the Don't Cancel Me podcast. It is Jade, Petrie Perfect, and
boy, Vino Flight. I'm back. We back. Feeling good.
We
man.
back.
Feeling good. It's good. It's good to be back, dog. It's good to be back, bro.
Hey, I felt real weak, bro. I felt real weak because you know, sometimes I hate cups like this, and let me explain. Let me know if this happens to you. I need to know if this happens to other people out here. I didn't have this plan. This is before when I took the drink right before we came on. Okay. So you have a cup and it has one of these tops like this, right? You slide. Oh, do you have any cups like that?
Multiple.
Okay. So I feel real weak, and let me know if you get this feeling too. Like when you open up the cup and it's like a mist that hits you in your face. Do you have them issues too?
Yes.
And I feel weak because no matter what, I'm like, you can't stop it. Like no matter how many times you open up this drink, it's always gonna surprise you with a mist.
Yes. Yeah.
You're gonna take a missed shot to the face.
The missed shot. Yeah. That's definitely what it is. That's definitely what it is.
You're gonna take a missed shot.
I have like some of those. Well, like one of my my water jugs that I have. When we would take it on the plane, like when we take our trips, and being like when you up there because of the air pressure, like when you have to like before you open the top, you have to unscrew it to let the pressure out. If not, it's just gonna like shoot at you. So we'll have like full bottle of water or in there, a full gallon of water in there. And it's been times where we would open the top, forget about unscrewing the top and let that pressure out. We would open the top and water, like a whole bunch of water. It's not no mist. So now we look stupid walking down the aisle of the plane and walking through the airport with water on our shirt because
you almost drowned.
Because I almost drowned in the air. Yeah, so crazy concept, dog.
Yeah, you almost drowned in there. That don't make no doggone sense.
Don't make no sense. So yeah, that's happened to me before, and I definitely understand your feeling weak because imagine with water, like not just a mist, like it's literally a nice amount of water. You really open it, it's like
yeah, it's weak. You're taking missed shots to the face.
Missed shots. I don't know how I feel about saying taking missed shots.
But that's what it is. But that's what it is.
No, I mean that is what it is. I just don't. It's just some things that you just don't.
Now I gotta pop my cup open down here.
You got to keep that shit G because ain't nobody gonna catch you lacking.
Now that's against the man code.
Ain't nobody gonna catch you lacking, huh?
Nah, you ain't gonna catch me lacking. That's against the man code.
So let me ask you a question. If you don't want to get caught lacking, and you know that it does that, why not just leave it open?
Because you need to. Okay,
is it caffeinated?
That's where you have a morality issue. Because if you bought this cup, I didn't buy this cup because it had the Texas logo on it.
It's a nice cup, though.
I bought it because thank you, I appreciate it. I got two of them. I keep them both up here.
Okay.
But see, this one got a flippy. This one got a flippy top. So this one like you drinking Starbucks. You go, boop. See that one go up like that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this one don't. This one do miss shots. But this is my favorite cup because
what was
big.
That sound of the other one?
But I like the bigger cup better because I can hold more.
That cup look better too.
But the mug is hard. I like the other one. So this just depends on what kind of mood I'm in.
I feel you. I feel that. That's missed shots.
This is my pregame on the way to the spot club.
So did you bring that to the tailgate on Sunday?
No, this is my tailgate cup.
Oh, that's the tailgate cup.
This is my
so
tailgate cup.
So what you're telling me is the miss shots to the face cup. That's too nice of a cup to bring out. Oh, my bad. You said there's a pregame before like going out, so it holds more, and it's concealed. It keeps everything cold.
I bring this one before I go to church. I bring this one before I go to work.
Mm-hmm.
I bring it like before we go out. This is all I can fill it up one time and be good.
Okay.
But the reason why you buy this cup so you can keep your ice cold.
Yeah.
So in order to do that, you need to keep the top closed.
Oh yeah, I feel you.
So I mean, I'm gonna have to just take missed shots.
I mean, I'm just gonna have to take missed shots. It's crazy. That's crazy. Anyway, speaking of the tailgate, brother, I do want to hear about this tailgate because obviously we've been in the group chats. I've seen the Facebook statuses. I know how much of a Texans fan you are, obviously being a second-year season ticket holder. And I want to know about the day, how the tailgate went. Obviously, it's a big game. Louisiana versus Texas, 504 versus 713. You know,
I didn't think about that.
Yeah, you didn't. Yeah.
I didn't think about area code.
Yeah, 504
because I said Gumbo versus Street Taco.
Yeah,
I-10 versus I-45.
Yep.
Mo City Done versus Set It Off.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't think about 504. Why did I think about one of the most
iconic,
popular, iconic area codes of all time? But nah, that mud was good, man. How about them Texans, man? I remember, before the season, people was telling me they were gonna be trash and stuff. But look at us now. We up, we out, we living 3-3 bye week. The tailgate was live though. New Orleans. We didn't have that many New Orleans people because all my New Orleans people woke up late.
Oh yeah.
All the New Orleans people that was come to my tailgate woke up late.
They was partying.
Got that late.
They was partying the night before, huh?
Yeah, that's probably why they lost. But anyways, he focused on the playbook.
All right, man. It's good to see them Texans moving. It's good to see an Ohio State quarterback doing pretty well. You know what I'm saying? It's good to see it. Oh, are you hitting a yeah.
Left, do it, right, do it.
All right, it's good to see an Ohio State quarterback doing well, especially for the Texans, man. It's good. I'm glad to hear that the tailgate was
it was just Texan game on Sunday. Astros game on Monday.
Yeah, I was about to get into that.
It was just the life of the real Peaches.
Yeah. The Astro game. Unfortunately, the Astros took an L. And we down 0-2.
Yeah, they got there behind.
Yeah, we down 0-2 to the goddamn Rangers. But but how was that?
It was fun. I mean, my first playoff Astros game, but it was cool. I was just chilling. It was just me and this Caucasian dude. He was next to me. I talked to the dude for 3 hours straight. Right. This dude, he taught me more about baseball than I've ever known in my entire life. I don't know his name. I just called him Connor. And Connor was like, dude, that was last night. He said Justin Herbert throws 2 touchdowns. He's like, bro, I win $1,800 parlay. I said, Connor, I didn't tell him that, but I was like, dude, I'm be thinking about you when I'm watching the game tonight. And Justin Herbert threw 2 touchdowns, and I was proud of this dude. And I just met him at the game.
That's what's up. Y'all built a real friendship in 3 hours.
We built a real friendship. Like I almost pulled him. I was like, hey, can I get your number? I almost had to because I was like, I want to continue this friendship outside of Minute Maid Park.
I almost pulled you. It's crazy.
I didn't want to see we.
No, I feel that.
Talking about missed shots and pulling.
I mean, we already here, so full send it.
But it was cool. I had a good time at the game, though. It was lit. It was loud. Learned a lot about the sport of baseball. I tell you
what's one thing that? Well, I mean, I guess it's probably a lot. But what's one thing that you learned that you didn't know?
I think he said after you can pull a pitcher anytime, but I think he has to pitch to at least 3 batters. And I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that. I didn't know it was like basketball. You get a couple timeouts, you get 6 timeouts in basketball,
mm-hmm.
And you get 3 in each half in football. Once he pitched to 3 people, you can pull them if you need to. And I didn't know that. I'm sure that other people might have, but I didn't. So that's all.
It's not like you.
This is my story, not yours.
You don't follow baseball like that. So,
but the way he was explaining it to me, I could see the joke because he played college baseball.
Okay.
He lived in Beaumont. Then he moved to Arkansas. He worked the night shift. See, he told me all
Oh
this
wow.
stuff. He worked the night shift and he got off in the morning and drove to Houston to catch the game.
Oh wow.
So he was explaining to me and made this. He was so happy. It's so much joy. I see myself explaining football to somebody else that really wants to learn the sport.
Okay, that's a great explanation because I could see it.
Like he wasn't teaching me, he wasn't teaching me throw ball, hit ball.
No, yeah.
He was teaching me like this guy has a hard time hitting the sinkers in the bottom right corner. So that's why most pitchers throw. I'm like, oh, see that what they got two people on base. So what they're gonna try to do is pop it over to the left side. So I'm like, learning from a strategic.
Yeah, so you started learning the game plans of like how people go.
Right.
Yeah, okay.
Which makes football and basketball interesting to me because I understand it on a strategic, not a fundamental level, on a strategic level.
Yeah.
Of course, football more than basketball.
Obviously, yeah.
Basketball, I still ask questions. That's why, when we together and stuff, when we plan, I always ask questions. What should I have done? Because I'm learning how to do different strategies. Yeah. I can't do them. I can't go out there and do no pick and roll. But I understand the concept of it.
Right. Absolutely.
I want to get the mismatch.
Yeah.
Come on now.
There you go.
I know a little bit.
Yeah, you do. I'll give you that. You do know a little bit. You do know a little bit. I give you that.
My basketball IQ is not as high as football, but it's up there.
Yeah, it's there. Yeah. I
just don't have the ability or the height or the athleticism or the coordination. I don't have the coordination at all for basketball. I can't do a Euro to save my life. I'll roll both ankles.
I mean, it's NBA players that can't do a Euro to save their life, so don't feel bad.
Well, that makes me feel a little better. Thank you.
Because there's been some NBA players that tried, and they look stupid as hell doing
it. Well, enough about me, man. You look, y'all. Now we know everybody know about the famous flight. Kate Takes Flight wedding that happened in May. What was it? May 14th? I was close. May 15th. But like a lot of couples are doing now, they wanted to wait to take their honeymoon.
Yeah.
And I understand why. Yeah. I understand why now after he did his world tour. But that's why we wasn't on the last 2 weeks, y'all. My boy had to prepare for the tour.
Mm-hmm.
And then he had to go on the tour.
Yeah, yeah.
So you got to live like Taylor Swift and Beyonce. So how was that, brother?
Man, experience. First off, longest flight of my life. Longest. I mean, it wasn't even that. When you think about it, it's not that long of a flight, but it was long. Like I've never been on a flight that long. The longest flight I've ever been on was from here to New York, and that's 4.5 hours.
Yeah. Seattle was about 4.5.
Yeah. So like that was the longest flight. So flying 9.5, which was great because knowing that when we flew out, the pilot got us there in like 7 hours and 45 minutes. And it didn't even feel like he was like
he was in the fast lane.
He was in the fast lane for real.
Nigga was like, nigga was getting over. Nigga was swinging that Emirates,
bro.
He was swinging that Emirates. He hung, move,
bro. And it was smooth. And then obviously when you flying overseas, the plane is much bigger. Like I've never seen an actual first class. I saw an actual first class, and I was like, damn. That's nice. Nice little bed for you to relax. Nice little TV. A TV about 21 inches. Like, I'm like, damn.
I know what you mean. Good. I see Spirit first class all the time. It's them two love seats that be in the front. Spirit got them two love seats. That you know what I'm talking about, don't you? Them two love, they got the big backs. Okay, I'm gonna shut up. Go ahead.
The big backs. Nah, man. But I mean, it was great. We was in Paris that first 4 days. Did a lot, saw a lot. Then we went to Switzerland for 3 days. We went to Switzerland and went to 3 different cities. We stayed with Kate's cousin in Zurich, which is the German side of Switzerland. Stayed there for the first night. The next night we hopped on a train and went to city called Interlaken, and we went to I don't know what it's called, but we ended up going up this steep ass mountain on some type of trolley and went to like the nicest point. Like, I mean, the views was absolutely beautiful. Like, it was amazing up there. then went to Lake Brins, then we went to I don't know what the last one is. Grindelwald was when we came back. Then we went to like 4 or 5 different cities. Now that I'm thinking about it,
y'all was catching a train from city to city.
Mm-hmm. So that's the dope thing about it. Like the public transportation in Switzerland. Hardekum, there she go. Yeah, wifey. I knew wifey would be in the chat. She gonna have to help me out because I can't remember all of these names. Lotta Brennan. Thank you.
We might need to bring her in because is that how you said?
Yeah, Lotta Brennan. Yeah.
You sounded real black when you said that.
Well, I mean, she's white. Of course she's gonna say it correctly.
That's not where I was going with that. But that's a good observation. But that's not. I wanted to focus on you.
Yeah.
You sound.
Of course, yeah. Lotta Brennan. I know. That's how I know. That's how I know it to be said.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Grindelwald.
This ain't my conversation. I'm out.
Interlaken, Lotta Brennan, Grindelwald. Is Lake Brins. But yeah, on our way out to Interlaken, the train broke down, or there was mechanical issues. I should say it didn't break down. Mechanical issues, so we were stopped for like 30 minutes
in the middle of the route.
Yeah. Now the route isn't anything crazy. It ain't like, if you've seen Harry Potter and you see the trains, it's on this 30-foot high bridge and it's nothing but water. Like it was nothing like that. You actually going through towns.
Oh,
like
I thought you were saying you was on that train that was taking them to Hogwarts.
No.
Oh, okay.
Nah. But the train was dope. It was a 2-story train, so like you can go up the stairs. And we sat on the second floor. Also, there's a first class and then coach in trains. First classes. It's cool. It's kind of nice.
Is that the big back seats?
I don't necessarily. The seats wasn't just like big backs.
Or is that the one where you could slide your door and have some privacy?
I think those are the trains that like when you're going like to a different country.
Got it.
So
I didn't even know different trains.
Yeah, it's trains.
All the ones I see that go under the Hardy Toll Road.
That's all. Hey, at first that's the only trains I knew. So when people say they were taking train, I was like, really? Like that's what y'all take? But
that's why the subway was so interesting because I was like, "Whoa,
it's kind of like that.
This is new.
It's kind of like that.
Right.
So, but yeah, it broke down. So we was on the tracks for like 30 minutes. Then we had to stop off, have to hop off the train, hurry up and catch another one that's gonna be able to link us back to where we were going. But it's a real easy system, and it was dope, bro. Whole trip was dope. Where we stayed at in Lotharbrennan, it was dope.
That sounded better though.
It's not like the subway at all. I mean, the concept of it is the same. I feel like, at least from what I've seen.
I'm just trying to be a part of the conversation. Jeez, I just wanted to sound like I've been somewhere. So yeah, it's not like the subway at all. I know at all was separated.
The concept of it, I feel like, is the same. Yes,
I see.
Yeah. As far as that goes, no, it's nothing like a subway. The concept of it, to me, is like Subway. But anyway, the hotel we stayed at was amazing.
Okay.
The view was amazing. Like it's the way they ain't got nothing to worry about out there, bro. In Switzerland, they have nothing to worry about. There's no worries. It's a neutral country, obviously, so it's very laid back. In Zurich, we found out that I went to a public restroom, and the public restroom isn't anything like the States. It's not like this big ass, like, men's got like 4 or 5 urinals, 2-3 stalls. It's nasty, dirty. It's nothing like that. It's the one we went to. It was the one stall that had like this big ass silver, not even silver, it was like titanium door that slid on its own once you walked in. It was super clean, super nice. They had like all of your compartments where you throw away or where you can get the tissue, all of that. And the one thing I found, there's 2 things I found interesting in that. After I was done, washed my hands and walked out, Kate was about to walk in and the floor started cleaning like itself. Like it's like an automatic like self-cleaning thing that is like on a time limit. So the floors was rinsing because the floor is like metal. So it was rinsing and everything. I found that dope. And then also there was a next to like where you throw the toilet paper away or paper towel or whatever, there was a sign for needles. where you could throw away needles because like, and it's not like obviously drug needles.
So after you
Yes.
shoot up,
After you shoot up, you could just throw away because Switzerland they know
nice
that
to the heroin addicts.
they pretty much nice to everybody because they know that everybody is gonna do it. They're not gonna be able to stop everybody, so they just find a way to make it safe for other people or for everybody. So if you're gonna do it, don't leave the stuff around, just dispose of it right there.
Put it in the sharps container.
Yeah, exactly. Just put it in the sharps container, so nobody gets hurt. Yeah. It cleans itself between every person. Well, I'm glad she's in here. She can correct me because I'm gonna fuck up a lot.
It's okay.
Let's see what else. I mean, it's so much though, bro. Like it was dope. It was dope. Switzerland was amazing. Like that was probably like my favorite. That was definitely my favorite part of the trip was Switzerland. Then coming back, we went to the Louvre. For those that don't know, the Louvre is the biggest art museum in the world, and it takes like 35 days to be able to see every single piece of art that's in the Louvre. So we spent 3 hours in there, and I don't think we saw a quarter of the museum. But
is that because of the amount of paintings, the size?
It's not even just painting. First off, like the size of the Louvre is humongous.
Or it's like the crowd?
No. It's on. They allow up to 30,000 people a day. 30,000 is the cap.
Is that the one where you posted with the Mona Lisa?
Yes. Yeah, and obviously, like you saw, what was behind me is a huge painting that was supposed to replicate Jesus turning water into wine. I was like, damn, that's dope. I turn around, it's a crowd of like 25, 30 people just at the Mona Lisa. And the Mona Lisa is like a small little picture. It's iconic, but it was a whole bunch more stuff in there to me that was way more doper than the Mona Lisa.
So, Kay, I got a question for you. And you can answer this while flight continues, but I just want to throw this question out there real quick. So, Kay, how long it took you to plan all this?
Man, what? I can answer that. I can answer that.
Oh, okay.
Once she said that's where she wanted to go, she started. I think we discussed it. We discussed it a little bit before the wedding. We was originally gonna go to Bali, but we realized that it was gonna be like basically a whole day to get there, like layover and all of that. It was gonna be a whole day to get there. So we was like, all right, well, why not just go somewhere closer, and we can hit multiple countries and get the most bang out of our buck for that. Oh yeah.
What does stuck to it mean? Does it mean like
actually
working 9 to 5?
And no, if she like actually just said like committed to it, because she was doing a lot with like work and everything. She was working on like a major project at work while she was doing all of this. I know nothing about it. I just told her I had a couple of things that I wanted to see, and I just threw that out there. But
I'm curious, what did you want to see?
The Louvre was the biggest thing I wanted to see, because there's a whole bunch of like a bunch of history and everything that was I like learning about like history of different countries and whatnot. So seeing like Roman art, Greek art, French art, seeing like the different French architecture, how it was built, who did what. Like there was a part of the Louvre where it was I can't think of the word I'm looking for, but it was like how French apartments look back in the 1500s. Like, because this is like everything is old. They just restore it. Like the Louvre been up for years. They just restore it and keep it, like upkeep it. So it's like stuff that's been there, and they just maintain the hell out of it. Like it's some stuff in there that, like statues that they had, they would have part of the statue, and then they would say like the head of that statue isn't the original head of the statue. Like it was interesting. That was the biggest thing I wanted to see, outside of like the other stuff like Eiffel Tower and shit. But like I wanted to see Notre Dame. It was under construction, so we couldn't go in. I wanted to see the John Wick stairs that he fell down.
And John Wick 4?
Yeah.
I didn't realize that was Switzerland.
That was in Paris.
Oh, same thing.
Yeah. Saw the church, in the church where the final scene was.
When they had the
yeah. And inside the church was amazing. So there's some stuff I wanted to see, but I mean, all in all, it was dope. And shout out to what's not the same thing? Oh, Paris and Switzerland.
Yeah, because your shoulders went by. I'm like, yeah, same thing.
Yeah, I get it.
It ain't here. So if it ain't here, it's there.
It's there.
And if it's there, it's not here.
Exactly.
So here is the same. There is the same.
Nah, yeah, man. But I honestly like. It was a dope trip. Saturday, I kind of ruined it. Like after we went to the Louvre, first off, we got evacuated out the Louvre because there was a security breach. Apparently, somebody gave the security officers a warning that everybody, the people that were at the Louvre, need to get out of there because something could happen.
Yes, and I'm in foreign territory too. Yep, yeah, I ain't gonna play around with you.
It was nerve wracking, bro. Like we was mobbing. Like once we found that out, we mobbed through there. I think we got out of there. Like we was slabbing people. You would have thought I was on 59.
My boys in there more like Barry. Well,
no, I was.
Boy, don't you still feel good when you go through crowds like that? You be feel like you moving quicker than you normally is. No. I wonder how you look on the outside looking in. You probably look fat, trying to squeeze through crowds.
Probably. I think what makes it better. What makes it better is that having a wife that can do the same thing. Like if something happens to where you get blocked off and she finds an opening and she can maneuver, like she will bogard. So it was like, oh, it's perfect. So it made it easier to have Kate be able to do the same thing. So we was out of there. And then like once we walked out where we were walking at, there's a police officer with AK-47 just sitting there. And I'm just like, oh shit. But also there was like multiple soldiers with AKs walking around like churches, mainly churches because of like everything that was going on. Mainly because of what's going on. But that was crazy. But then later on, like, I think I had food poisoning from something I had ate the previous day. So I was out of commission the rest of the day.
Well, that was that shashkalash.
Yeah, what's that?
The shakalash.
Tell me a little about it.
This is a German sausage.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. It's in the bratwurst family.
Okay.
Yeah.
I must have missed that one.
You need to do your research. That's why you got food poisoning. You didn't know what you was eating.
I didn't know what I was eating. Got you. Okay, I see what
you was eating. Cow ACL. Yeah. You had some cow ACL. That's why you got food poisoning. Woo! I'm glad you had a good time over there, brother. I'm glad you was able to enjoy your honeymoon. I told Chad we got to go to 4 countries now. We got to hit.
I mean, when you in Europe, bro, it's easy. Like
you just jump around.
It's easy to jump around, bro. The flights are cheap. Like people do it. People do that way more often. Like way more than you think. Like the flights are cheap. But honestly, bro, shout out to my wife. Like she did all of that shit. I don't know how she do it. I don't know how she do it. She amazing. She planned all of that shit. The shit was great. The honeymoon was amazing. I'm glad we got some time away, some time to spend together. I won't be able to thank her enough for what she did leading up to it, what she did while we was out there. Like amazing human being. So I'm very lucky. That shit was fun. So now now I know how she plans things. I kind of got an idea, and like maybe I could be able to help a little bit more. Because I had no idea what the fuck I was looking for.
Nah, definitely. Ain't you thankful you ain't married nobody that only been to Austin? But you know who might have had a good honeymoon, but that honeymoon stage is over now. That wasn't a good transition, but you know. I like
the attempt.
Yeah, it was, I should shoot, you miss. It doesn't matter. Get the rebound. So
we get the offensive rebound.
Yeah, we should get the rebound. So we had to talk about the how do I want to say this? This is a very disturbing issue.
Get on my nerve.
The Don't Cancel Me podcast has been around, established in the year 2021.
Mm-hmm.
We've had great stories on this show. We had Bishop Sycamore. That was one of our shows. Shout out to Coach Johnson last week. Mm-hmm. We've had the Entanglement on here. Mm-hmm. We've had Skip and Shannon. We've done all these topics. But one thing I love about all of it is that it always come back around.
Always.
So every time that we talk and we talk about something that happened in pop culture, it's always, it ain't never the final story. It's a chapter that's being written in a book. The book just so happened to be called Don't Cancel Me. So we about to go to chapter 7. This might be the final chapter. And I don't know if I have any Dragon Ball Z people out there, but for those who are not Dragon Ball Z fans, there was this villain. His name was Cell. And Cell would have different forms until he got to, what was it called? Final form. And Cell was at his top.
Come on now.
Goku and them couldn't beat him. It took Gohan and a dead Goku to beat him.
Oh, come on now, Pastor.
That is where Jada Pinkett Smith is at this moment. She is in final Cell. She is Thanos with all the Infinity Gauntlets. I mean, the Infinity Rings, excuse me. Infinity Stones. She is Thanos right now. She's the Joker when he had that bomb and the 2 boats out there and had told one of them to blow up the other one. And what's that? The Dark Knight Rises. That's if you don't understand, she's in final boss form.
I've had enough.
What Jada Pinkett Smith did is totally unexcusable. Now, before I go off, I would love to hear your take and what you think about the situation. And then I'm gonna kill everybody.
I just don't. I really don't understand. You was confused. You was confused by the slap. You wasn't even confused by the slap. You was confused at the fact that he called you his wife. Like, it sounded like this whole thing was one-sided. Like, it was in your mind. I'm just confused at the whole thing. I don't understand. I just don't understand. I don't know. I'm tired of hearing about her and Will. I'm tired of her hearing about like her reason, trying to give this like super deep reason as to why they have this, like why they doing this or what it is. Like, what y'all think it is not really that. Like, shut up. It is that. Like, it's just getting on my nerves. Like,
and Fly, I think this is the perfect time for me to jump in.
Yes, please, because I'm just exhausted.
Because I'm not exhausted. I'm not gonna be exhausted till I get this off my chest. Because I'm sick of Jada Pinkett Smith and everybody that think like her. You want to use big words and you want to use different meanings and speak on both sides of your mouth to confuse the common folk. But I see past that. You know, we already had to deal with Jada. You know, they've always been an off couple. And now I was a fan of this relationship. I guess that's why I take it so personally. You know, I would be the one when people used to be back in 2000. Let me see. Back in 2000, I'm gonna just throw out a year. I don't know if it's the right year, but if not, y'all just research and let me know. Back in 2008, I'm in 2008 to 2014, somewhere in that time. That's a long time, but somewhere in that time frame, I remember they used to say, "Man, Will and Jada got an open relationship. Man, they just see who they want to see." I used to be like, "You don't know what you're talking about." You know, I would get so defensive. You don't know what you're talking about.
You don't say that.
Yeah, you don't say that about Will. It was Will. Fresh Prince is my favorite show of all time. It is my favorite show of all time. It is the show I feel I can relate to the most in the history of TV shows. I love Fresh Prince. I know every episode. I can watch an episode for about no more than 15 seconds. I know which episode it is and what's about to happen. Maybe not in 15. I probably could beat it in like 7 seconds. But anyways, you can start at any one episode. So anyways, I take it personally. So the fact that I want to base all this off of too, that I don't know what Will Smith might have done that's just not brought to the light. So I want to base I'm basing this off of what I know today from public sources and from the horse's mouth.
Mm-hmm.
So we move on. Then you get then you good, VA. My boy VA say he lay on black people time. You good, bro? We if you just not coming along, we talking about Will and Jada. We just started. I'm going in right now.
Yes.
We fast forward from the open relationship thing to August Alsina, when she never admitted to cheating. See, because she manipulates. She didn't admit to cheating. She said it was an entanglement. Makes no sense. But since black folks don't know many big words, they took entanglement and now it's the word of a generation.
Yeah.
Now stay along with me because I'm gonna come back to that.
Mm-hmm.
Then we get to the Oscar slap, where Chris Rock makes a joke. What do you call it? G.I. Jane?
Yeah.
It's okay, cool. That's not even that funny. So you get up and you walk on stage and then you slap Chris Rock. You go back and you sit down and you say, keep my wife's name out your beep mouth.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Fast forward to 2 weeks ago. You didn't have a wife. So now Jada Pinkett Smith has a new book coming out. And like everybody do when they have new books, they go around and they cause controversy. You know, they cause controversy because you want people to go buy the book. You want people to go read. You're going to give them a little bit because then after the book has been out and stuff, when people are still talking about it, you're going to be like, but you didn't read the book. It's a play. I understand how this goes already. You just want people to go get the book. So you have Jada promoting her book at the expense of the Fresh Prince. Am I right?
Yes.
So now you got the nerve to tell folks that y'all have been separated for 7 years. Why now? Why now? Because it's a benefit to who?
Come on now.
It does not benefit Will at all.
At all.
And I'm gonna get to him later I'm gonna get to him later.
Mm-hmm.
But she's probably been writing this book since they're split.
Mm-hmm.
It'll take you about 5, 6. It'll take you about this amount of time to write a book, especially if it's gonna be a good, juicy book. You know, it's gonna take you about this much time to do what you need to do. So she's probably been writing this book at least for the last 5 years. I'm sure Will knew she was writing this book. I'm sure all that was going on. But anyways, so it benefits her to to start talking about this stuff now. It don't necessarily make her look bad. She didn't go slap Will. When I first read the article, the story, when I seen the headline pop up, my first question was, so then why did he go slap him?
Yes.
That was literally the first question I thought about. Why did he go up there and slap him?
Yep.
And so I seen something about Chris Rock. Back in the day, there were rumors that Jada and Will was getting a divorce. Huh. I can believe that now.
Mm-hmm.
And so Chris Rock calls himself trying to take Jada out on the date.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Right. Try to take him out on a date. So that is what I guess she must have told Will. And he's been holding on to all this. Same thing happened to Tommy Davidson. He was on the show with Shannon Sharp. And he said Will Smith almost beat him up because of a kissing scene with Jada. So we know Will has anger issues. Remember that. Will has anger issues. We see that. We see it on Fresh Prince. We see it in real life. We've seen it. I mean, we've seen it with Tommy Davidson. We've seen it with Chris Rock. Okay, and we've seen it in other movies too. Now, you have Will trying to, what's the way I want to put this? Jada's trying to now alleviate herself from the Oscar slap. Well, why? I don't know why he did that. That was completely out of his character. I don't even know. I was confused as to we haven't called each other husband and wife in a very long time. And like you said, you're more worried about him calling you his wife, not that he just went slap this man in your honor. He wouldn't slap. You are the reason for that slap. If you didn't exist, Chris Rock does not get slapped. Multiverse.
I can see that.
Going. Let's keep going. She sold crack as a teenager.
No, okay, hold on. Before you go, once I heard this,
okay,
I was just like, just shut up. Just shut up. Why? Like it's all you just. It feels like you're trying to get back to relevancy. Like you're trying to get back to like set it off, Jada Pinkett. Like I just don't like the stuff she was saying. She just get on my nerves now,
brother.
bro.
It's okay, brother. I got you. I got you. I know it's hard to talk about, but I got you. I can talk about it for the both of us.
Oh, bro.
That's the part of the book I don't even care about. I don't care about you being a crack dealer. That has nothing to do. You must have been.
What does that have to do with anything?
Because she must have been on it. The way she acted in the future. That's probably why she lost her hair. Okay. It wasn't no alopecia. You had everybody in the world thinking you brought so much awareness to alopecia for no reason. I'm not saying people don't mean we need to know about it, but you know what I mean. Like that, that was not the case. He didn't go up there and slap you because you were sensitive about your hair because you suffer from alopecia. Then you got the nerve to say Tupac suffer from alopecia. How you know that? Come on. She said Tupac suffered with alopecia.
Didn't she say something like while Tupac was in jail, he asked.
I ain't got that yet. I ain't got that yet.
I ain't got that yet.
That's gonna be a whole different. That's the one that made me mad out of all this.
That made me mad too.
But let's stick right here with Tupac and alopecia. So now every ball brother got alopecia.
Yeah. Real? You got something to say?
I got my appointment next Tuesday. Can't wait.
Can't wait.
Can't wait. Can't wait to get some of this charity money.
Oh my God.
You could just claim people have it. What's stopping you from telling somebody, hey, my partner got alopecia?
No, and it's not to say that like in a joking manner for people that do have it. It's the way it all came out and how she brought it to light.
Tupac is not here to tell us that I ain't got no doggone alopecia.
Yeah, so now it's like you just okay since Tupac has said it and been gone, and since you allegedly, I'm not even gonna say allegedly, since she suffers from alopecia.
Who do?
Jada, apparently.
Okay.
Apparently, that's why I guess that's something that has been known.
Okay.
She has been struggling with like hair loss because she has alopecia.
Is that why they connected?
I don't know, bro. I don't know. Why does it even matter? Why do you bring Tupac up in alopecia? There's other people that are alive and able to tell their story that you could go ahead and speak for. You know what you're doing, being in the relationship that you had with Tupac. You know that's a sore spot for Will to this day. You even talked about it. Will has even talked about it. Why are you bringing up the fact that Tupac had alopecia?
It makes no sense.
If that's even true.
But how easy it is to write a book about somebody that's not even here. Because then we get to what you said. You tell me that this is the part that Jada, this is where she tries to talk out of both sides of her mouth and she don't make sense. You tell me that Pac proposed to you in jail, okay, I think that's one of two things. Yes, he proposed to you because he in there with a bunch of dudes. You only girl he know. He lonely. He can't wait to get out, and you know he love you. Or two, Tupac ain't proposed to her in no jail, and he ain't here to defend himself. It's one of those two. It's one of those two. Because then you tell me that you and Pac are soulmates. Flight. She said they are soulmates. But that's how she talk out of both sides of her mouth. She said they are soulmates, but they ain't got no chemistry.
But hold on, but they ain't got no chemistry. But the first time they met, there was an immediate connection.
Is that when they were doing that little video and they was in there singing and stuff and that bull crap?
I don't know when they met. They met when they was young. If that was a video when they was young,
Pac be your soulmate with no chemistry?
That doesn't. I don't understand that at all.
Sense.
It doesn't make sense to me at all.
And people in the comments, that's because you never had a connection before. Oh my God.
How can you have a connection with?
It's very frustrating. Jada Pinkett is manipulative. She's narcissistic. She is playing with my boy Will. And that's what I want to get you out of all this. I'm sick of it. Fresh Philadelphia. West Philadelphia, born and raised on the playgrounds where I spend most of my days.
Mm-hmm.
Chilling and relaxing on school. I'm shooting some b-ball outside of school.
Mm-hmm.
Couple of guys, they went to no good. Started making trouble in my neighborhood. Got one little fight. My mom got scared.
Said you moving with your auntie and uncle there.
Where he at? Where's he at? I don't understand. The part I don't understand about all is how does he just sit there and not say nothing? I think he said something, but it wasn't the response that I was looking for.
Oh, it's not the response you was looking for. I don't think it's the response a lot of people was looking for. He did the appropriate, well-known
the PR stunt
gimmick. The PR.
He messed himself up when he slapped Chris Rock, because you can't slap Chris Rock and then go off in the mid, because he's already trying to work on his image. He's already trying to get back in there with Hollywood. Now you can't try to get back in with Hollywood and then just be going off.
Wait, don't he have a movie that's supposed to be out or coming out off of Apple TV or on Apple TV?
I'm sure he does. I know he had been started working again.
I don't know. The response was him basically saying that the notifications was off. He don't care.
Yeah, he ain't gonna get no Oscars. I mean, he's kicked out for 10 years. So
yeah.
I mean, he might well join Marvel. They don't ever win no Oscars, but he'll stay relevant.
True, very true.
He'll stay relevant, but anyways, I think yeah, I just don't understand some of the stuff she say. And I'm kind of sick of Jada Pinkett. I read this and I was a little like squinching my eyes. I was like, what? But like I said, I want to make sure I make this clear. All this is based off what I do know and what I saw. I don't know if Will Smith is doing stuff behind the scenes, so I have the right to change my mind if it comes out in the future that Will Smith had 3 BBWs and Pogs in the goddamn bed and Jada walked in on them. So I reserve the right to change my mind. Then she can do what she want to do. But I'm just gonna leave it at that.
The Pogs got me.
You know what? I don't know. Something told me that one.
I know. No, I know. It's not. I don't think anybody in the chat know what that means.
Yeah, it's okay. Okay, Kate.
I mean, if he got
said we love the Paul.
Margot, okay, well, Torn, but Margot Robbie ain't. So, but that was the one. That was the main one, right? Wait, there's been rumors that Will has slept with multiple cast members. I mean, yeah.
I knew about Margot Robbie, but hey, Kate, they wasn't together.
Apparently,
they wasn't together.
When did that Will Smith and Margot Robbie come out?
That was that Focus? That wasn't. Was that Focus? No, that was
Let's find out.
What was the name of that movie? It was I forgot. It was
Focus.
That's what. Did I just say that?
You was about to say that, yeah.
I think I was about to, but I changed. I didn't. I wouldn't believe in myself.
Focus. So wait. Okay. For sake of argument.
Okay.
Sake of argument.
Okay.
Will Smith and Margot Robbie came out with the movie Focus in 2015.
Suicide Squad.
Suicide Squad was 2016.
Right. Oh, it was. So that was 2016.
Suicide Squad was 2016.
Focus was
2015.
Okay. So I mean, they was filming in 2014. Okay.
2014. Okay. So stick with me. We still doing research for sake of argument. They did that movie. So they basically was working together in 2014. Let's say that everything was good in Will and Jada's marriage. And this whole situation that got sparked is the reason why they ended up being separated. Oh, excuse me. They started working on this movie in 2013.
I was thinking I was gonna say that, but I was like, I don't think Focus would take 2 years to make. Well, they probably started filming in 14, but they started with the script and stuff in 13.
Yes,
it take about 2 years for a movie. Yeah, so the script take about 8 months, then the filming is the rest and promotion.
Although they both said this, that, and third is not true. Like Margot Robbie jumped on it and said, "What if that's the reason?" For the sake of argument, and maybe Jada isn't crazy. But if this was so now I'm gonna bring it back, because if this was so bad and you felt so disrespected and you decide to separate, why did you wait so long? Because you said yourself y'all been separated for 7 years. That's 2016. They started shooting this, or they got everything in 2013. Started filming in 2014. Movie comes out in 2015. Why it take you so long to separate? If this was the one that, broke, if this was the straw that broke the camel's back, as they say. And also for 7 years, why haven't you, was there nothing that made you want to change your mind? Like, you just wanted to be separated? You were fine with just living like that? Like, there was nothing that was going to be able to change your mind to bring y'all back? Like, I don't get it. I was really about to say for sake of argument with this, but now I'm sitting here thinking about it you had 3 years before that.
Because now I still defend Will, because you always talk about Tupac. Tupac ain't even here. Now listen, we all done lost people that we miss and we love and that we just wish they can be back. But this is getting a little creepy, because it gets to the point that your daughter, you remember this? The daughter wrote letters to Tupac. Wasn't it when the Tupac she wrote letters to?
I believe so.
Your daughter wasn't even alive. Was she? She was not alive when Tupac was alive.
No.
So your daughter never seen you even interact with this man. So imagine how much she has to talk about him to get her to build a connection that strong. You have to have a stronger connection to sit there and write. Like, to grab a pen and a notepad and write, you got to really be feeling something. It ain't like she made a tweet. That's quick. That's microwave. You feel me? That's making a tweet is microwave. Making a Facebook post, that's the microwave. That's making ramen noodles. She had to write it on. She wrote it on pen and paper.
And they said making noodles.
Yeah, because everybody's it's a quick. So you know how much you have to talk about somebody. So Will Smith probably wake up every morning hearing California Love while Jade in the kitchen cleaning, and they in Vermont
on some scandal shit.
On some scandal.
On some Olivia Pope and
Fitzgerald Grant. California Love, and you
Good
in
show,
Wyoming. California Love, and you in North Dakota.
California Love, and you in Montana.
And you in Montana. California Love, you in Switzerland. You in Switzerland, Jared. California Love, man. Come on, man.
Oh, damn, man. So
all Margot Robbie had to tell that nigga was, "I like Fresh Prince."
He
was like, "Zip." I like Fresh Prince.
Somebody that liked me.
Jada probably was like, "Oh, I've never seen it." It would not surprise me if Jada Pinkett has never seen an episode of Fresh Prince.
It would not surprise me at all. Like, so I'm doing more research about it. Like, you know, she said all of this stuff about her and Tupac, Jada, not having they had there was no romantic connection or something. What'd she say again?
No chemistry.
There was no real chemistry, right?
Right.
But they had an immediate connection when they first saw each other.
Mm-hmm.
They both professed a deep love for one another multiple times. And I'm looking at something that said that even though they weren't on speaking terms at the time he died, Jada said in an interview with Howard Stern that the rapper knew how much she loved him.
Jada full of crap. And I'm gonna leave you with this. I'm gonna leave you and the people with this. I seen an interview today, and Jada Pinkett was talking to some white lady, and
some white lady.
Yeah, you know, and when old white ladies talk to you, they talk to you real close to your face. They talk to you really close to your face. It's actually very crazy. Like
so
they like right there
about you and Will.
And
like,
that's what she
really want to know.
That's what she was doing. And Jada was like, you know, we're in a good space. We're in deep healing. Deep healing?
Deep healing?
Oh. Anyways, it's Halloween.
Let me go ahead. I just let me ask this question because I just thought about this. Okay. And I feel like it's a good question. I feel like it's gonna be she ain't had ramen noodles, she went hibachi.
Facts.
So she says that there was no romantic connection, right? She said that apparently there was no romantic connection between her and Tupac, although they both have professed their love for one another multiple times. They've been on record stating how much they love each other. Jada has stated how much she loved Tupac. And she also stated that when they first met, there was an immediate connection. Like, there's been times where Tupac held her down when she wasn't able to get any food. Like, but this before Will, she wasn't able to get, 3 meals a day. Tupac was able to provide that for her, like, because they were so close. With all of this being said, first off, when I hear profess their love to each other, I find that to be very, very romantic. That's just when I hear those words, profess and love in the same sentence, I find that to be very romantic.
The only person that use that word is Jada and Shakespeare.
I was about to say Jada and Shakespeare.
I know about Bill.
Call that nigga Bill. So I say all of this to say, what level is it no longer I love you as a friend? Because what she's saying is that she had this deep love for Tupac, but she never loved him in a romantic way to where she would want to spend the rest of her life with him, have his kids, then build a family and be like a power couple that we all thought her and Will were. Where is the level? Where's the line drawn to where, okay, I love you as a friend, and you all of a sudden said something, and now I love you in a romantic way?
I think. I mean, I think when you start doing romantic crap, I mean, it's just. I don't know where it would be at, especially with their situation, because if they talked about they had this connection, which I think it's one of them things with them particularly is that they both probably liked each other and never made a move on it. So
Okay.
it's better to stay. For them, they're like, well, we'll stay friends, so that way nobody get hurt. Because what if I say I like her? What if I say I like him, and he be like, nah, fam? Would it be the same? They probably wouldn't even be friends today if he was still alive.
But apparently, being that they knew how much they loved each other, they've had plenty of bad arguments and gone stints without talking, but they knew it was always love. So is it because they have a bad argument that's what kind of draws it back? Has it been times like these bad arguments that they had? Is it because it tried to get to that level of romanticism? And that's why they had bad arguments and it brought it all the way back. But I also feel like you can miss people. I obviously you miss people, they pass away, you got love for them. You can talk, you bring them up here and there, time after time. But Jada brings up Tupac time and time and time and time. It seems that every time she has a camera in her face, Tupac Shakur's name is going to be brought up.
It's the death boost.
It's the death boost.
So the death boost is basically when you die, you get a boost in what you really were. Not many people that I can say that you're always gonna think. Let me see how I want to word this. You're always gonna think
the best of a person.
In the best of y'all relationship is how you're thinking in your mind is not how it was in real life.
Okay.
So what I mean by that, and you can have strong love for somebody, but in your mind, it's still gonna be more than what you
really
than what was really reality.
Yeah.
So I want to make sure I'm clear. Like, okay, you have a grandmother, grandmother gone, oh, I love, you just got this deep, but because they're not here, I call it the death boost. The same reason why I feel like if celebrities die, everybody a legend. Okay, I understand Aaliyah was popping, but it's more of the wishful thinking of what she could have become.
Absolutely.
Than what she actually was.
Right.
She's a big star. But I think the same thing with Tupac. I think Tupac and Biggie get labeled as the two greatest rappers because they're both the death boost. The death boost is a real thing. And not to say that they're not cold, but if they were alive, would they still be getting the credit, love, and respect?
So, but are you saying with the death boost, this would have to go in like a certain category? People that died before their time was old, like they died too young. Because I think we can say like for example, Kobe. Kobe did it all. I think, and maybe okay. So let's see. Maybe the death boost is that he's a legend. Like he was a legend once he walked away. Like he was a legend while he was playing. He was definitely a legend once he walked away. I think what makes everybody sad about it is the fact that he was starting to become a legend in fatherhood. You started to see Gianna growing up, and she was about to follow her dad's footsteps. And we didn't get to see him do his Hall of Fame speech, but
sometimes the death boost is not directly. For Kobe, it was indirectly.
Okay.
So what got a boost?
Everything else.
Girl dad.
Yeah. Okay. Got you. Oh, so you say I see what you're saying. Okay. I see what you're saying.
That's why I see somebody say you'll never know how you want to know how. I think it was that. I think on Charles White. That's it. Somebody you'll never know how nobody feel up. They'll never get your flowers up until you pass away. That's when people will start to look at it a lot differently. So that's just I've always believed that, bro. People be like, there's very small chance that the death boost doesn't really affect them. People like Michael Jackson.
Right.
He was a living legend. That's why the living legend is such a ideal a term, because a living legend becomes a dead legend.
Mm-hmm.
If that makes any sense. I
Mm-hmm.
hope I'm
It
making
does.
sense right now.
No.
So
You making sense.
I always believe that. I feel like I just labeled it the death boost, So but to say all that, I even think that that's what's happening with Jada and Tupac, because he's not here.
Mm-hmm.
You have these what if imaginations, and those what if imaginations will always be great for someone. And they're always going to be better than what reality might have been.
Okay. I like that. I like that. I like that
That's
thought.
why that's why you see her. That's why you see her when she talks about it, she glows, because you're thinking about the good times. But like I
Mm-hmm.
said, when you're always thinking about somebody, it's always what you're thinking about after their past is not what it was when it was reality. Even if it's a notch, it's not the same. You're thinking way more highly because it got way more emotion into it.
And do you think it's just because people take people for granted most of the time?
I wouldn't necessarily say take it for granted, because I would say take it for granted more on people that, I guess like a Leah and stuff like that. But I wouldn't necessarily taking it granted if you lost a grandfather or a great grandmother or something like that, or a grandmother, and I don't think that's anything you took them for granted. I just think what you think of them is not the same as the reality of them, or your relationship with them, or anything.
Because it gets elevated now that they're gone, and you know that you're not going to be
The
able
death
to
boost.
relive these moments, not necessarily relive these moments, but have these other moments that you would like.
The
I
death
see
boost.
it. The death boost.
I tell you that all
See,
the time, man.
it's
People
not. I mean,
Pop,
it's not a negative connotation. It's just life. That's just what it
Pop
is.
Smoke, a legend. I get it, y'all. And Pop Smoke might have made good music, but come on, come on, y'all. Like
I'm not.
sometimes it
I'm
gets
not
to
even
me,
gonna
it
hold
gets
you.
ridiculous.
I didn't know who Pop Smoke. I knew one Pop Smoke song,
Right.
and once I found out who it was, he ended up dying.
But he died. He was a legend.
Yeah,
XXX
yeah.
Tentacion.
I never listened to his music, but he was
Legends
a
gone
legend.
too. So I gotta stop. It's okay.
Juice World,
Everybody
same
don't
thing.
have to be legends, but that death boost, bro.
Let me go ahead, and we obviously transitioning. This is not. It's just good conversation.
Okay.
We transitioning from this. Obviously, is going to happen because this is something I've been wanting to talk about for a little bit. And we didn't even got to go into depth. I just like the fact that this is just genuine. Like it's organic. We talk about how the word legend. How do you like? Why do we feel the need to throw words like legend, GOAT, love? I feel like those are the three words that get thrown around the most, that are supposed to have some of the deeper and greater meanings behind these words. Well, I'm not even going to really get into GOAT. I'm not even going to get into GOAT because people going to think I'm conspiracy and this and that. I'm not even going to get into that. But those three words are something that's thrown around the most to everybody, to where, to me, I feel like they're watered down now. Like if you call anybody a legend, a GOAT, or most people saying, "Oh, I love this," like you're making the term and the meaning of it watered down, because how can you just how can everybody be a legend or a GOAT?
Okay. I'm gonna split this up.
Okay.
Legend and GOAT and love. I got two different arguments.
Okay.
Let's stick with legend and GOAT. I think that legend and GOAT get thrown around so much is because we live in a society where everybody wants to be great. Now, let me break that down.
Okay.
And maybe I should have added on to it, actually.
I think I know where you're going.
Everybody wants to be great, and there is no. Here we go. I'm gonna say it this way. There used to be, ooh, we won. Now everybody get participation awards.
Mm-hmm.
So when everybody gets a participation award, it devalues the medal that I got for what I won. Oh, you get a medal too, and you just put your cleats on?
Mm-hmm.
GOAT. People, you offended if you say Michael Jordan's the GOAT. LeBron people are offended.
Mm-hmm.
You say LeBron's the GOAT, Michael Jordan people are offended. You call either one of them the GOAT, Kobe Bryant fans are offended. Shaquille O'Neal, everybody has their fan base. Nobody, and we live in a society where everybody's so sensitive that it's like, okay, well, since we're not gonna just have one. You can get one and you can get one. Whereas, same thing with legend. It's easy to attach legend to everything. Legendary Pop Smoke gone too soon. Legendary is one of the words I feel like don't get told. Because to me, the definition of legendary is almost like the definition of Hall of Fame. Can you tell the history of whatever this person is doing without him?
Mm-hmm.
Can you tell the history of hip hop without Jay-Z?
Right.
Can you tell the history of quarterbacks without Peyton Manning?
Mm-hmm.
Can you tell the history? I don't want to keep going, but you get what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
That's to me, that's the definition of a legend. The GOAT is different because the GOAT, you don't need a definition because the definition is in the acronym greatest of all time.
Mm-hmm.
So GOAT is the accumulation of the legends.
Mm-hmm.
GOAT is picked from the pool of legends.
Mm-hmm.
So for those who can't get the GOAT title, we're going to give them the legend title.
So what you're saying is that GOAT is top tier and legend is below that.
You pick your GOAT from the legends.
But if everybody has a different opinion on the GOAT, and somebody's opinion of a GOAT, the history can be told without them, why would they be in a legend pool?
That's what I guess. I agree with you, but that would never happen.
Yeah, I feel you.
Yeah, because you would have to. That's what I'm saying. You have to pick your GOAT.
You have to,
from the legend pool.
From the legend pool.
So you can't even get here without getting here.
Here, I got you.
But it's easy to throw around because now everything perception is reality. We've had this conversation before.
Mm-hmm.
So who you perceive is it. Everybody has, and another thing, we're in a social media world, so everybody has everybody believes what they see. People think Kobe, people think Shaq, people think Will, people think Jay-Z, people think Nas, people think Eminem, people think Lil Wayne. It does. Who is the GOAT of your life?
Right. Yeah, everything. It all comes down to being opinionated. Honestly,
people agree more now with legends than they do of GOATs. You're not gonna have an argument about legends. We know Wilt's a legend. We know Wayne, Drake, Cole, legends. But if I say, hey, Drake the GOAT.
I see where you're going with that. I like that explanation.
Yeah, that's how I look at it too when it comes to GOATs and legends. Now, love is a little differently because love, I think, is one of the things now you used to live in a time. I'm not too upset at this one, but you used to live in a time where you had to earn that love. I think now people give love until someone gives them a reason not to love. And so I want to make sure I'm understanding. Give love, and in love is two different things. I'm talking about just showing love. Like you always say, showing love is free.
Yeah. So my thing is like I understand that.
Okay.
So I guess I should have been more clear.
Okay.
I feel or things I've seen is that people will use love in the term of being in love with something a lot, and they throw that around a lot. The love is not a problem. Love is not a problem because I do agree. Like for me, like you said, I always I'm the type of person, and we can go back to the whole Death Boost conversation. I've always believed the same thing that you did because people would always start to show this love and show that respect for people that are no longer here. They're not going to be able to receive that love, that recognition, that those flowers that they should have gotten when they were here. I've always believed that, so that's why I always show the love to those now. That's why I show love to the people that's doing something, the people that want to do something, people that feel like they got an idea and they want it to pop off, but they don't know how it's perceived. I'm the one I want you to do that. Right. I want you to win. Like, that's me. That's showing love. That's fine. But I feel like in this generation, I feel like people will be like, they use love in the in love context and they throw that around like it's showing love. Maybe that's just me, and maybe I'm reading it wrong. It's just weird to me of what I'm seeing. Like, I'm trying to think of some stuff like.
Why you think? I think, you know, showing love. Like I said, it's great that we live in a community now that people just show love. Like, I've learned how to show a lot of love watching you. You know what I'm saying? So I like, okay, boom, boom, boom. You know, okay, you know, it don't, like you said, show love is for showing love is free. So hey, you know, y'all go like this or do that. You know, but you know, just showing love, showing support, and best is being into content creation and having to depend on other people. And it's dope to see people come together. That's why I tell people, you know, hey, anybody I run to, VA, you know, I see here in the chat right now, but anybody I run to that's doing something, hey, hit me up. Let me help you. I did hours and hours and hours and hours and hours of research. I can help you. Even if I haven't done it myself, I probably know how to do something, you know, because I want you to be great. I want to be great too. I always look at too, even if you take off, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, you win, we all win. We all run the same race, but sometimes you might get a little boost. Hey, we just interviewed Coach Johnson. That put us ahead of somebody. Hey, now my partner and them probably gonna interview somebody else. They're gonna put them ahead.
And it's not no competition. It's more so just like, we all want to win, and it's not a lot of people that's like that. To VA's point, you have like, that's why I do it, because there's not a lot of people that want to do it. I feel like it's fake when they do it when they gone. I like stuff to be genuine. I want stuff to be genuine. And like, that's why I love this whole content creation and streaming and gaming and putting this content out and stuff, because it's a line of work that you can attempt to be the person that is going to be able to show that love, and it could trickle down to where people will start to be able to do the same thing. It's a chance to be able to bring people closer together, which is much more of what the world needs. Like, to be able to show love and bring people together. That's why I love content creation. That's why I'm glad we do the podcast. That's why I'm glad we both got our different avenues, like individually, as far as content creation. Like, that's why I consistently show love, whether it's on the stream, whether it's I'm showing love through tweets, whether I'm going and watching like VNN's pod, like it, subscribe, whatever the case may be. That's why I do it, because we need more of that. Like, so I don't know. It's been something that I thought about. I mean, you might as well show this love and everything. You're not gonna be able to do it when you're gone. You're not gonna be able to take none of the things that you received when you're gone anyway. You might as well just get all of that out now. I don't know. I just have a different concept on things like that, I guess.
Like I said, the death boost will do it to you. Because the death boost, you look at too, you know, showing love and stuff. You think about people that passed away early too. You know, hey, you didn't show them love when they was alive, so then what happens? The death boost.
You just in, go. You
and
say
now classmates. You ain't talked to Jeremy in 12 years.
Yeah, people do. Yeah,
Jeremy passed. You know, instead of checking on him, see how he was going. Oh, Jeremy used to sit behind me in chemistry class and always used to give me a pencil. What? Like, you know, now you got all this stuff. It's boosted.
Feel that. I definitely feel that. It's a deep conversation to have. Well, I mean, I like it though, because I mean, I've been pondering on that a lot. Like, I feel like a lot of that stuff gets thrown around, and I also feel like a lot of people show love after the fact.
I think my final answer to that is just gonna be it's just a, like I said, we got the definition of GOAT, we got the definition of legend, and now I think, like I said, GOAT is your story. A legend is our story. I'm gonna leave it at that.
I feel that. I can respect that. You know. That was a good conversation right there.
I'm wise sometimes.
Sometimes.
I'm wise. I got a little wisdom.
No, I mean, yeah. That's just. I'm glad we was able to talk about that.
But you know what? We we want to end on some crazy stuff though.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know how I want to do this. Okay. Want to end on some crazy stuff. So me and Chaz were laying in bed, and I think she said like "ew" or something like that, and I was like, "What?" I don't even think I asked. I think I was still just doing me. So yeah, so she's like, "Look at this," and so she shows me, and I think she asked me. I might be wrong, but I think she might have asked me. She said, "Would you go through a haunted house, and if you make it through, you get $20,000?" So I said, "Okay, well."
20 racks.
20 racks. What they doing to you up in this place though? So the McCamey Manor, and I might have said that wrong. If it's wrong, somebody look that up for me, let me know. But the McCamey Manor is supposed to be the scariest haunted house in the world, located in Tennessee. But the thing about it is, it's not really a haunted house. It's more of a torture house. So you got to sign a 46-page waiver.
Mm-hmm.
Fine, let me ask you a question. You ever been in a bouncy house?
Yes.
Let me ask you a question. You ever been to like Jump World or indoor trampoline park or something? When you walk in the front, what do you have to do? You normally have to go to the iPad and do what?
It's sign a waiver.
How big is that waiver?
Yeah, it's literally that page. You may have to scroll up a little bit.
You might two at the max.
Two at the max.
Now would you go into the same establishment if it took you 46 pages?
No, I'm marking up.
I don't even have to read it.
No.
I don't have to read it. Once I'm doing this too much, I'm good. I'm good. I'm not going in. It's a torture house.
It's way too much. Initial here, and here. And here, and here, and here. You need a sign here and date here.
Right.
Initial here, sign here. Just put your first initial and last name here. Initial here, and here. Like, I'm not doing that, bro. Like, at this point in time, like, why am I here?
Why are you there? And especially in a haunted house, you know if it's 46 pages, they about to do some bull crap to you.
Yes, absolutely.
They about to do some bull crap to you.
Absolutely.
These people in this haunted house, man, they torture you in real life. Like, they are pulling fingernails off. I think you're supposed to make it 8 hours. And from when the video I was watching before the show, it originated in California. But California said it was too much, so they got rid of it and went to Tennessee. But the way that the dude gets away with it is he puts it in as a nonprofit and he tells people to pay him in dog food. But the most the longest a person ever made it was 6 hours. And so they
being tortured, physically tortured.
Oh, they pulling fingernails off. You're getting waterboarded. You getting you got people reaching into your mouth and feeding you cockroaches. They feed you raw food. They hanging you up. They cutting your sides. Hey, you remember? That's what you signing. That's exactly what you signing on that.
It makes sense as to why it's 46 pages.
They can basically do everything except they can take you to the edge of death and don't kill you.
First, $20,000 is what I should get paid to go through 46 pages to sign. Correct. I should get paid $20,000 off the rip.
Correct.
$20,000. Because if you damn near killing me and I walk out 8 hours and I get $20,000, that's it?
That's it.
No, and then now, like, I'm reading the requirements, the basic requirements. You have to complete. Okay. First off, you have to be 21 or older, or 18 to 20 with parents' approval. So basically, 18 or older.
Why would you approve? Go ahead. I'm sorry. My apologies.
I'm right there with you. Why would a parent approve that?
Just go ahead. I still don't understand why them parents approve them girls to be R. Kelly, but hey, it happens. Go ahead.
Correct. 2, completed a sports physical and doctor's letter stating you are physically and mentally cleared.
So you gotta get a blood pressure test.
And
you gotta get the 2 fingers and turn to the side and cough.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. And after you do all of this showing that you're physically and mentally cleared, you're gonna be physically and mentally ruined for the rest of your life.
But what?
Yeah, go ahead. Bless you.
Excuse me. So what were they checking for when they did the thing with your balls when you were doing the physical? Like, what was you coughing for?
I don't know if you got a lump or something. I don't know.
Why would you have a lump in high school? Okay, go ahead. I'm listening.
You never know.
Yeah, go ahead.
3, pass a background check.
For what? You know, and the crazy thing about that, I was gonna get to that later. The crazy thing about that particular point, though, is that he hires ex felons, convicts, and like no, not like weed, like ex rapists and things like that. So that's crazy that they do a background check. That's why that's I'm listening. Go ahead.
Be screened via Facebook, FaceTime, or phone.
Okay, so you can know. Okay, that makes sense. Okay.
Proof of medical insurance.
Oh yeah, you're gonna need that.
You're gonna need that.
You're definitely gonna need that. Excuse me.
And this one, and we obviously talked about the waiver, but this one, I'm very confused. Pass a portable drug test on the day of the show.
Yeah, that makes sense. Because the stuff that they're gonna be doing to you, they want to make sure that you already had nothing else in your system.
Okay.
That makes sense. Yeah,
that makes sense then. Okay.
Yeah, you can't be high on crack and then you got cockroaches going down your mouth. And I don't know if cockroaches and crack mix. I've never seen a crack-headed cockroach before, so I don't know what they do. I would think they move very fast and climb up the wall backwards. That's what I think a crackhead cockroach would do. But no, did you know for that building, the waiting list is like there's an actual wait. That's it. I think the video said there is 25,000 people in front of you. Bro, there is a waiting list for the McCamey Manor. You're just going in there to beat. So this is interesting. They said that the Navy SEAL was the one person that got through the longest. They said that he was in there and that he was killing it. He was going through, he was killing it. And so he was doing so well that the owner told him to dump him in ice water and then told him he had hypothermia, so he's disqualified because he didn't want to kill him.
He what?
He was flying through it. He was going through this
because
he's a Navy SEAL.
Right.
And then he was doing so well that the owner had to make a call and say, hey, you need to dump him in ice water. They waterboarded him in ice water and then told him he disqualified because he got hypothermia. And they don't want to kill him because they can take you to the edge of death. And the dude weird, he likes it so he can you know what? I want you to go because I got a transition. So I want you to go. I see you about to say something. So I want you to go, and then I'm gonna say what I was gonna say.
No, I'm just.
Oh, I thought you might have had something.
No, I'm just like that Navy SEAL is. I mean,
yeah, they screw him.
People that serve are different.
Yeah, especially still.
They are different.
He was about to kill that mug too until you did that to him. But a thing I seen this on Chaz's when she was showing me a video. The dude that owns it, what he likes to do is he likes to cinematically record this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So he has like a little film thing that's kind of like a little creepy film thing that he got going on. So he trying to make his own horror movie.
Okay. I mean, it's a genius idea if you're doing this. I mean, you might as well, right?
Yep. I mean, I'm pretty sure that's one of the 46 pages you signed.
I mean, yeah, you're gonna be
on film rights. Yep.
I mean,
when you get off of here tonight, watch it, bro. I couldn't get a video in time. Just watch like a little snip. I'm gonna sing a TikTok. Just watch a little snippet of it, just so you can kind of see what it's like.
Nah, bro. Hell no. I'm looking at it now.
Okay.
Bro, what the people really do this? Man, fuck out of here.
Can you just for the folks that we have watching, can you screen share real quick?
I'm gonna try to.
Just like a little quick one. If you got a little quick one, we ain't gotta do the whole video.
I actually gotta go on the phone and do it.
Okay, well, don't worry about it. We're good. So
yeah.
So making his own horror movies is what gets him off. And of course, man, Halloween time. That's why we brought this story up. You know, we love Halloween. I don't know. I don't know if are you a big Halloween fan?
I mean, cool. Huh?
You
I've
dress
seen
up?
my shit. I mean, not. I mean, I not really. I
So
don't
have you
really
and
care
Kate
for.
did a couple's dress up before?
Nah, I don't think. I don't think.
Plug and socket.
Nah.
That's page 57 on Spirit Halloween. Peanut butter jelly. You know, they be having all them kind of different uniforms.
Nah, we ain't never.
Me and Chad, we did Priest and None last year. It was dope. I think we're gonna do something. We're gonna do something live this year. I don't know. She's picking, so I don't know. But I love Halloween. Halloween is cool. It's fun. You know, just I love scary movies, man. Huge scary movie fan. But I want to know. I want to lead the people with this today, and I want to know, Chad, if y'all want to get into this, let me know, y'all too. But if you got like, what's your, you know, I ain't gonna do time. What's your go-to horror movie? Or if it's a franchise, or is it a particular person? What's your go-to?
That's a few.
Okay.
Whatever I think it was a sequel, the Freddy vs. Jason one.
Yes.
That was hard to me.
Freddy vs. Jason was that because that was two heavyweights.
Yeah,
that was the horror movie heavyweight. That was before the Avengers. That was before the Conjurings. That was before all that. That was an event at the movie theater. Freddy vs. Jason.
Yeah. What's the one with man? They made like 97 of these hoes.
Okay.
Is it Jason or is it Michael Myers?
They each got 97. They got 97 each.
Yeah.
Which one? So
let me see. I can't.
So Jason is the hockey mask. Or is it Michael? Michael Cole. Michael by 6'8".
Michael Myers shit is crazy.
Yeah, Michael by 6'8".
Let me see. That's the new Michael Myers joint? Halloween? Any of the Halloween ones?
Yeah,
that's the new one. Yeah. Them joints is tough.
And I just seen the other day they're making a Halloween TV series.
They are.
Yeah, I seen that the other day. Freddy vs. Jason was big time when it came. Yeah, because Freddy vs. Jason was a event.
Freddy vs. Jason was tough.
Everybody was like, "Oh, I want Chucky versus." Everybody wanted different matchups after that.
Chucky creeped me out.
I never was a fan of Chucky.
Chucky.
You know, when I was growing up, I used to be big on Jason Voorhees and the whole Camp Crystal Lake. You know they have a lake out there. I think it's at the real Camp Crystal Lake. Excuse me. They have a statue of Jason at the bottom of the lake.
At the bottom of the lake? Really?
Yeah, it's a Jason.
I know that motherfucker haunted.
It's at the bottom of the lake. But
I know it's haunted.
As I got older, man, I turned it to Freddy. Because Freddy cold. Because Jason, you eventually got to go to sleep. You got to go to sleep. You're going to go to sleep eventually.
Freddy is coming. Freddy was different.
Freddy cold and he funny.
Yes.
Freddy cold and funny, dog.
With that damn sweater and hat.
And remember Kelly Rowland roasted that nigga?
Yeah.
Was that Freddy vs. Jason? I think that was Freddy vs. Jason.
I think it was.
I think that was she was in that movie, I think. Yeah. She was roasting the heck out of Freddy. He sliced her up.
Sliced the dogs.
I still think about that iconic scene. I still think about the iconic scene when that girl was asleep and she sunk, like Freddy sucked into that bed. I think it's the first ever Nightmare on Elm Street. Sunk her into that bed, and then the blood squirted up from the bed. It's one of the most iconic horror movie scenes of all.
Oh yeah.
I think for me lately though, it's been like I'm big on Exorcist. I love the Exorcist movies.
Man,
I love a good possession movie. You've heard me joke about it and stuff before. I ain't nothing like a good Exorcist movie, and I really want to go see this last one because it's a black girl and a white girl being possessed. That you can't ask for nothing better than that. And it's a black lead. I ain't never seen an Exorcist with a black lead. I used to always wonder what we would do.
Yeah,
see, we more like what's the movie with Marlon Wayans, A Haunted House?
Yes, that shit's funny.
Hey, cuz, where all your furniture go? One of my favorite scenes of all time. But I would say Freddy, The Exorcist, and for me, my favorite horror movie, I will say this, is the movie Hereditary. Okay.
I think I've heard of it.
Hereditary came out, I want to say 2018, maybe
Mhm.
16, 16, 18, something like that. Hereditary came out 2018. And see, a lot of scary movies, what they do is they try to get you with jump scares.
Mhm.
So it gets real quiet. You're
Mhm.
looking in the shadows. They throw a diversion and then they throw it at you.
Mhm.
Very predictable.
Mhm.
But for some people, it still gets you. You know what I mean? Chaz went to go see The Nun. I kept telling her, get ready. Get ready. They getting a little better now because they know people catching up. Anyways, Hereditary wasn't like that. Hereditary didn't have jumps. It had a few in there, but you never knew when they were coming. And it
Mhm.
was a good movie. I don't know if
Mm.
anybody has seen Hereditary, but it in the last 30 minutes of that movie is one of the creepiest stuff I've ever seen in my life. I'm talking mama possessed, climbing on the wall. It's just you got demons and this and that. If you and Kate like a good good horror movie, I think y'all would really enjoy that.
Mm. Hereditary.
Hereditary. It's because the director is Ari Aster, and I don't want to get too technical here, but he also made another movie called Midsommar.
I've heard that.
Midsommar was different because it was a horror movie. I'm sure. Well, you just got back, but I'm sure today in Dallas, Texas, it was very beautiful, right?
Yeah.
That's
That's cool. Yeah.
well, here he's been very beautiful.
Mhm.
That's what Midsommar is. The whole movie happens in beautiful daylight, and it's
That
still a horror movie.
that's crazy.
Like that's the Ariel. He's a
That's different.
he's a kind of off director. He's a little off. You can
Yeah.
tell. But Hereditary was one of my favorite movies when I went to go see it. If y'all get a chance, check it out this Halloween season.
Mm.
Of course, you know you got your Halloween Town. You know all you got them classics as well. But uh, yeah, I think that's it. I think I just wanted to get people something to watch for this holiday season. What we in? We on the 17th, so we halfway through the month, y'all. So y'all get y'all scared movies up and go out there and let us come back and let us know what y'all think.
Hereditary. That's. I think. I might dabble. I might dabble.
Be ready.
Yeah. I might have to be.
Get
I'm
your
a.
Bible.
I'm a jumpy. I'm a jumpy motherfucker. I jump. I
You,
jumped. I jumped that Call of Duty today.
you
So
also like the missed shots,
the who?
the misty shots.
You wild boy. You a wild boy. You a wild boy, man. Oh man, I don't have anything else. You got anything else?
No, oh no, my bad. No, I'm good. No, man, episode 62, man. Just give us a hand right here. Episode
Man,
62. Episode
62,
62.
man.
Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel, man. We actually had a very we had some growth from the last episode where we did Coach Johnson and even getting some more people to come in and get some subscribers. We have a subscriber today, so I think we're at 566. So we're just continuing to grow. We're back. I don't know if we'll be here Halloween Day, but I know that's a Tuesday, so we'll see about that. But man, we just want to thank everybody for coming out and being a part of us today. I hope y'all enjoyed some. I hope y'all hate Jada Pinkett Smith as much as I do. I hope y'all got something out of that today. I hope that you all learned about the death boost and don't be a victim of death boost. Tell your friends and loved ones that you love them today. This has been Peachy Perfect. I'm here with my boy,
Flight.
and we are out of here, y'all. Peace. Go Texans.
That'll be easy, man.